Hello everybody, welcome back for some more Uncharted 2, and I just want to say I apologize for not having any uploads yesterday. I got a little bit lazy, and you know what's actually kind of funny is there's really no excuse to why I didn't do it. I just was lazy. I just didn't want to play anything. I was thinking about doing like some, well, not just Uncharted, but Last of Us commentary, and then I just got lazy with that, and I said no. I just got done finishing. I recorded Last of Us for my other channel, and that was just such a drain. I was on Chapter 5, Pittsburgh, and it was just a pain in the ass to get through on Survivor, so that's one of the reasons. But looking back, I should have done at least some Uncharted recording, at least, because today the power went out at like 7 o'clock. It didn't come on until like 11:30, which is ridiculous for an amount of time that it takes for somebody to fix a fucking transformer, but apparently that's how things work around here. So anyway, we're back in chapter, I think, what is it, 18? It's called Heart of Ice. Again, this is still one of my least favorite chapters. I mean, the chapters do... If this is my least favorite chapter, which, you know, this is still technically a good chapter, it's just, it's my least favorite if I had to pick one, then you could probably figure out that this game is, you know, still pretty good, of course. And just like anything Drake ever touches, everything goes to shit, just like he said. Now, where is that area with the two cogs I'm looking for? I'm trying to remember exactly where it's at. Ooh. Yeah, we might have a problem here. No, I think we're good. I think I'm just being an idiot. That's a possibility. Of course, another thing I've been recently doing is I finally beat Kingdom Hearts for the very first time in my life, and I've been talking about that a little bit in my videos that I've been, you know, recently playing that. I spent 30 hours on the damn game. I didn't get everything 100%, of course, not yet, but you know, I'll probably go back and work on that, beat proud mode, stuff like that, and then maybe make okay, then maybe make like a proud mode guide or something in the future. That's a possibility. I'm not trying to, you know, whore myself out or anything like that, or piss my friend off or anything like that. It's just, it's something that would make sense for me to do, and, you know, I like hard modes, and of course I want to go back and play it on hard, and basically beat it on hard, of course. Thing is, I've recently started playing, since I have 1.5, I've been recently trying to beat Chain of Memories, which is another reason why I say I got lazy yesterday, is because I just been trying to play that. And yeah. Well, you can't really blame me. I mean, whenever I get like a new game, I tend to spend some extra time just playing that game and trying to beat it, you know, stuff like that. Except, well, I don't know, recently I've been having trouble playing new games that I buy until like the latest game I just bought, which for some reason I've just been stuck to. Because when I bought Bloodborne, you know, it's fun, of course. It's just, well, I'm not really good at, like, Dark Souls, you know, type games. Oh yeah, if you drop that far, you will die. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I just really wish that I could jump down from any distance at all and not get hurt, like I can in Uncharted 3's multiplayer, but... or this multiplayer, for instance. But this is trying to be more of a realistic touch to a game, so you know, I'm not gonna hate on it for anything like it does. It just, some things you think you can drop down to, and the game just says, nope, not at all today, not today. So anyway, there should be like two. Here it is. This is where the next treasure is. I was actually about to bring that up. If you climb up all the way up here, then there will be another little like passageway we can take. Stuff like that, so I'll climb up on this, and I'm gonna jump on this. Now, I just want to mention something. You guys can call me a fag all you want for playing, well, that game that I was talking about, but you gotta understand that I like to stretch I like to, you know, stretch my interests a little bit. I like to play different things and just try out different things that I used to not like. And Dark Souls actually was one of those kinds of things I did not like. I just did not like Dark Souls 2. I can't speak. That sounded so weird. That sounded like an accent right there. I just did not like Dark Souls 2, you know. And then I played Then I went out and took a risk and bought Bloodborne, thinking like, oh, it might be. Okay, this is the Bronze Dorge, or whatever you want to say. However it's pronounced. Well, I took a risk. I said, fuck it, we'll take a risk. And yes, it's kind of like Dark Souls, but people are saying it's easier than Dark Souls. And it's just more nicer. And the weapons looked really cool and everything like that. So I said, alright, I'll just buy this. And we'll see. We'll go from there. I mean, I like Bloodborne. It's not like I don't like Bloodborne. It's just I don't play it all the time like I would any of my other games now, because this is not the best excuse. It's just, well, not only do I suck, obviously. Like I'm decent. Like when something good happens, you know, it's definitely good. And, you know, I love the risk reward system of the game too. Advanced Fortune Hunter, Tibetan Ceremonial Axe. It's just I'm so bad at the game. Like I never get that reward very often, which makes the reward better, of course, but I just like games where they just reward me constantly. Okay, well, not for every, like, second, but, you know, I just like seeing my progress. I just hate dying constantly in video games, and it's funny how I play, like, games on the hardest difficulties. Even then, when I play games like Bloodborne, I get all pissed off about everything, and I just find that kind of funny. Yeah, Tenzin will actually stand on the other button and kind of help you out with this little part right here. So all those are not going to fall on you because Tenzin's actually standing on one of the buttons, which he's standing on the one on the on the right of me. Yeah, on the right side, and then I'm standing on the one on the left. Well, as of right now, in the direction we're facing, I'm on the right, he's on the left. And so we're going to pull out some God of War stuff in here and bring up these giant pillars to get across. The last treasure. It's not really that hard to find in this chapter, but it's going to be not out of place, just fairly high up. And you can't see it yet, but it's up there. One game I definitely need to get to doing is Infamous, because that's one of my favorite games of all time right there. One of my top 10. I was actually showing my brother some things. I was talking about RPGs with him and stuff like that. Like, I'm not trying to get him into, like, any RPGs right now. I was just showing, like, you know, you're right. RPGs are good. You know, there's a lot of damn good ones. And he was telling me, like, Tales of Xylia is pretty good and stuff like that. Trigram, Thog Chog. It's like, you know, I watch the Super Gamer Brothers, and I was watching Tales of Symphonia, which is basically the shittiest one. I just...
Let's hope there's another way out of here.
Drake, yellow shot.
This must be them. Schaefer's expedition.
Oh.
Chintamani stone. Huh. More resin. Hello. Would you look at this? These men were all shot.
Hey, Tata. Tigarire.
Oh, that's the Irman Sul. It's the life tree. Honor Nerbe. Oh, Jesus. They were SS.
Nga gotse maso.
Nazis.
Nazi. Nga kunza kagime.
What would a man become? Tenzin, Schaefer did this.
Ah,
Schaefer killed them.
mare.
Yes. It's the only way to stop them.
Sure.
Shit. We have to find a way out of here. Now.
Alright. Let's go ahead and pick up an MP40. Just in case bad things are going to start happening. Anyway, like I was mentioning earlier, back in the topic I was talking about. Well, I always try to watch Tales of Symphonia be played by the Super Gaming Brothers, but I just could not like it. And my brother said, yeah, it's basically the shittiest one out of them all. Yeah, there's a switch over there. And so he showed me like Xylia, the newest one, and even Matt himself said like, play the newest one because you're just gonna save yourself the trouble. And he's so right. You know, the newest ones are just like the best looking. And the thing about me and RPGs is I don't like to play strict RPGs where it's like just basically turn-based. You know, I don't mind turn-based to a sense. If it's like Paper Mario and Mario and Luigi, I can play that just fine. I would just rather just play games that are not turn-based. And another risk I want to talk about, since I'm just now learning that Square Enix is actually pretty good with their games, is Final Fantasy 15. I've been checking that out a lot recently, just looking at a lot of gameplay and seeing how that works, and just being inspired by just the overall way it seems to work out the gameplay. Just everything looks so nice. Not really fresh, just a little bit, I guess. It's different. I never really liked Final Fantasy. The only Final Fantasy I ever actually played was with my friend, and that was Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, which, you know, maybe he even agrees. I think he does. You have to ask him that. Is, you know, maybe like... No, hold on. Train of thought's getting lost. Basically, I don't know. Okay, he might agree. I don't know. Is that Tactics Advance was probably the worst idea to start. Probably like not the best game to start with. It's not like the worst game. Not by, you know, any chance. It's just not the one that would get me into the series necessarily. And that was. The first part was very enjoyable when we did that Let's Play because I did all the voices for all the characters and stuff and just made a lot of jokes. And then we got to the mission part of it and it's just like, oh, what? There's no real, like, walking around. There's no real story to it. I don't know. This is not really for me. Not a bad game, but, you know. Oh, well, never mind. We're going to get ransacked again, of course. And now we got it. I don't remember what these things are called. I don't think you ever find out a name. I think they just call them Guardians. No, I think they actually have a name. I just can't think of it right now on the top of my head. Thank God The Last of Us had nothing like this. Basically immortal demon orc things. Now that reminds me, remember that game, Warhammer 40k?
You okay?
Oh,
Oh no. Tenzin!
Besas. Bema.
Thank God!
Oh, Nate.
What happened?
It's Lazarevic. They found us.
Bema ga.
I don't know. I don't know. Schaefer's got her.
Kare.
Mol Schaefer and Young Dudu.
Schaefer.
They went the other way.
All right.
Nate, this is our fault. We did this.
Just stay here. We keep them safe. Come on.
Yeah, I think I probably just pissed off like 20 people right there. What I mean by Warhammer 40k is that was the very first Warhammer I ever seen, and I feel like an asshole for saying it. I'm so sorry, I'm not really the best at knowing things. Like when XCOM was coming out, I saw the first person trailer for it, I'm like, actually, it looks pretty cool. But then I realized it was a strategy game, I'm like, oh. Now I'm a dick. I'm sorry if I pissed off everybody, because I didn't know that Warhammer used to be a strategy game. I think Fallout actually was one of those too, but you can't blame me. Like, it might have been an under-the-radar game, I don't know. It might have been a game that's older than I am. For all I know. That doesn't mean, like, I don't care for it. I'm just saying, like, I just didn't know. And I'm just saying, like, Warhammer actually looked pretty cool in that third-person, kind of like, was it a third-person shooter? I don't remember, but it looked pretty fun. And if I was gonna play Warhammer, I'd probably just end up playing that one. You know, I'll probably try the strategy games because I want to kind of. There's a few strategy games I want to play. One of them happens to be XCOM. I want to play the older XCOMs. Actually, not the older ones, but the newest one that came out. Enemy Unknown. That one looked actually pretty fucking cool. And I'm actually not really a strategy or RPG kind of guy, too. It takes a lot to get me to play an RPG or a strategy game. Like, you know, it has to have a good story. It's kind of. I mean, the story could be that. But as long as the gameplay is at least still pretty fun, I like it. Another RPG I did try to play was Fire Emblem. It was the one with Lyn. And that was actually kind of cool. Because, you know, Lyn eventually became my favorite Fire Emblem character. Because, you know, that's actually the only Fire Emblem I really played. And I got nothing wrong with Fire Emblem. It's just, I don't really think it's my cup of tea. Like, I'm one of those kinds of people that would actually try different games. But the ones that are like that, like RPGs, are usually on the bottom of my list to try. Because RPGs are not my favorite type. Mainly strict RPGs are not like my kind of thing. I just don't like turn-based all that much. Although it's funny, is I really don't like turn-based, but I do play Persona, and I do play like Paper Mario is technically turn-based. I play those, but when it comes down to hang on, oh fuck! I don't know if you can kill that guy before he kills her. I don't remember if you can or not. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to go through without anybody getting killed, but people are gonna get killed no matter what. It's a war. This is basically a fucking war that's going on right now, you know. And of course, I feel extremely bad that everywhere I go, everything just turns to shit. And you know, I feel bad for these people. They have to deal with this. And don't worry about Tenzin. Tenzin's on his own. He's fine. Everything's gonna be okay. It's just right now, Lazarevic is just being a fucking asshole like he always is. See, this is what I like about Uncharted 2 in comparison to Uncharted 3's main villain. Is Marlowe's there for you. Lazarevic is there for something else. You're just in the way. That is the story that I like the best. Whereas with like Uncharted 1, that kind of did it too, where it's like you're kind of in the way of. Yeah, you're basically trying to stop some evil douchebag from getting his hands on something. I guess they wanted to try a different approach. Like, Talbot just did not feel like a main villain at all. Marlowe did, but she barely did. And she was oh my god, she is so annoying to listen to on Uncharted multiplayer. Like, that little screaming thing that she does every time she dies or gets hit. It's like, stop. You sound like an old fucking banshee. God damn. I would make a joke, but then again I realize how many people are already pissed off, so I'm not gonna make that joke. Oh, believe me, I think I pissed off enough people already to make a joke like that. If anybody wants to hear the joke, message me. No, I'm kidding. I probably shouldn't say it. It's not racist or anything like that. It's not sexist either. I don't even know what you would call it. It's just some stupid ass thing I wanted to think of. God damn, Tenzin! Yeah, he gets in my way too, and I hate that. I keep hitting like R2 to switch. I know it's not R2. It's obviously frickin' clicking one of the sticks. That also kind of bothers me too, is clicking that stick. That's why I like Last of Us a little bit better, is because you have to reload without looking, which actually at first was like, okay, this is weird, but you get used to it. You really do. Yes, I will do Last of Us on my channel. I'm planning on doing all the Naughty Dog games I can. And yes, Jak 2 is still one of those games I want to do, but it just apparently Jak 2 is one of those games that I can't seem to do. And yes, I do notice the soccer ball right there. They're just doing Naughty Dog's just doing everything they can to make you feel bad for you doing this. When I first played this, like I didn't really feel super bad. Like, it was like, it's a part of the game. You know, it's just a game. That's all it really is. But in some regards, sometimes you feel really shitty about things that you do in a game. One thing for a fact is, BioShock, where I'm talking about the original one, of course. Why would I ever talk about anything else besides the original or 2? I don't want to talk about that other game. I will play the other game in the future. I actually will get to 2 pretty soon as well, by the way. If anybody's wondering where the hell is BioShock 2 at, because you said that BioShock is your favorite game, Alex, where the fuck is that at? Well, BioShock 2 is not really my favorite one, but it's coming. It's coming pretty soon. If BioShock 2 was my favorite, which, you know, to be honest, it's not a bad game at all, of course. You know, it's a pretty solid BioShock game, to be honest. Story-wise, no, but, well, you know. Okay, hold on. I think it's rant time. So, every time I talk about BioShock, I end up talking about Infinite, because Infinite's basically just the brood child of everything of me. It's basically the bane of my existence, almost. And it pisses me off to even have to bring it up in every BioShock conversation I have with anybody about BioShock. But I have to bring it up now. Just my brother was talking about that one of the Tales games he was playing, to where like he liked the game, but there was a certain character he didn't like, and that pretty much technically ruined practically the whole experience for him. And I'm like, you know, that's actually the same kind of deal with me with Elizabeth in BioShock Infinite. She is such an annoying character. To me, she's so annoying that it practically ruins the experience of BioShock Infinite for me. She's good at what she does, but she's so whiny and annoying and constantly... I don't know, she doesn't even shoot a gun or nothing like that, which I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to build up that innocent character trope. But that character trope in a shooter game, it works only if it's done correctly, and I just don't feel like Irrational did the best job with that trope. You know, the other thing is, I'm used to being alone in BioShock. That's probably another thing I wanted to bring up too, was like, I'm used to being alone. You know, I'm used to just playing as just Jack. I'm used to playing as just Delta. But when you play Infinite, you play as Booker and Elizabeth. It's actually funny when... Oh my god, just you wait. Just you wait. It's gonna be like Jack 2. I'm gonna play Infinite, and then for like the first part of the game, this is the Amber Skull beat. The first part of the game, I'm gonna love it, and then I get to that one part of the game. As soon as we meet Elizabeth, it's like, oh, okay, alright, you know, this is not too bad. Then after a little bit, after a while, you'll start to see my excitement fade away. Just fade away. Just so I can let everybody know, right now I'm on 1999 mode. I'm actually on the final part, and I still gotta beat it, but I'm getting too fucking lazy to do anything about it. I would end it here. That would have been a really good spot to end it. That's just, I'm not the kind of guy to end things very often. Apparently. Is it right here? Yeah. Pretty much got nowhere else to go, so I'm going to end it right now. Well, hey folks, I'm going to end off this episode here, and I will see you all next time we play some more Uncharted 2. And we will continue off in Chapter 19, Siege. We have one out of the 3 chapters we have in this chapter, so we're going to get the other 2 once I get to that. So, as always, take care, everybody.